Welcome to Yeshiva Dav Shir sponsor Lui Nishmas Ham Yakashom Lab Asitzchok. We're holding Bo Metzia Dav Mem Beis. Zok the Mishnah. Hamavkid Mois Etzel Chaver. Someone put money by his friend. Sorry one, he put the friend was holding on to the money. He put the money in a bundle. Viv Shil Lacher put it behind him on his back. Oy Shemasrom Lebnoi Ulebito Yaktanim. Or he gave it to his young children. Or he locked the Shalkaruri. There's a discussion we're showing is no referring to that he put it by the kids and locked them up. Shalkaruri. Or it's two different cases. He gave it to the small children, or he put it in a place where it's not locked well. Chayav. Shima Kedech didn't guard it the way Shema has to guard. Shima Kedech Potter, but he did it right, he's Potter, and this is the Mishnah we mentioned earlier. Says the Gemara, I understand everything in the Mishnah. You give it to kids, you can guard it, understood. But if he put it in a bundle, put it behind him. That's always where you put money. Even though it's covered, it's in a bundle, it should be in your hand. The best way to keep the money is put it in your hand. Always that money should be in your hand. What's in your hand? Be available in your hand. Should be available in your hand. And this is like build up. So it should be available to him. It should be available for him. So it's in his hand. So we basically dash you two things. We're dashing, don't put it in a place where it can get lost. Put it in your hand. And second is to use it. For my mitzvah says another thing. Person should put his money divided a third, and a third. Shlish b'karka, third he should put in karka. Discussion in Farshim doesn't mean to hide it in the karka or to invest it in real estate. Third he should use for business. The third should leave cash in his hand. That's the Eitzah, investment, what to do. There's a story I saw today that in Moshe Feinstein, they came to him, they said there was what happens? Somebody that many people invested money with him. And he invested it in something and he lost all the money. And people were very upset about what to do. Moshe got very angry. So they don't understand. The Gemara tells us what to do. The Gemara says a third, a third, a third. You don't put everything in one place. So how can you go against the Eitzah the Chacham tell you? The bracha is there only in something which is covered, which you don't see under your eye. It needs to be something which is hidden from the eye. The eye doesn't see it. It should again something that you don't see. Now here there is some of the first the Maharal, they say what's the difference between the two memers? One is inayat shoulders boy means that you see it. Means you see it, but you don't know how much there is there. Doesn't know. It says 1,000, 10,000. You don't know what it is. Inayat shoulders boy means you're not seeing it at all, right? You can't see it. It's covered. So the brachas tafka is that's covered. We'll speak about it more in the Shur Machshav and the Daf. But just to mention that Chayyim brings that the idea is we know that there's always miracles. Because Baruch always gives us miracles, but the miracles are hidden. So when you have something which is hidden, you can have a bracha because the miracle's happening. The miracle's happening the whole time. But if it's out there on the surface, so that it's the neis goal, and neis goal does not happen. A tremendous idea of the B'nai B'chai. Okay. So what Torah bon? Hoylech lomud is gorno. Someone's going to measure the pile of tvu. He wants to know how much there is there. He wants to know how much wheat, how much barley. Please give me bracha in what I'm doing. Why? The bracha can still be chal, even though it's there, but he didn't count it yet. It's still verse 9. You can still make a bracha. Tchilamud, he's still measuring, start measuring, didn't finish yet. It gives a bracha to Hashem, then bring bracha to this carrot. Once he measured, then he did a bracha, raise it to tefillah shaf. Too late. Once you know what it is, you can't ask a bracha that should increase. That's a nice call. That's something which is weighed, which is measured, money which is counted, which is hidden. We'll do bracha in something which is hidden. Money you put into the karka, you put it. You have to the way you guard it. You have to hit it in the ground. With the shul, they have shas ben hashmashas. The large churban. They have shas ben hashmashas. You don't have to go put it in the ground. Someone deposits you money, you can keep it until the Motzei Shabbos. Motzei Shabbos shul mekverinu v'lo. Motzei Shabbos came, and he waited the time it takes to bury them. He did not bury them. Mechayev, because that's where you guard money. If it's a Tamechachim, so maybe you can wait with the Shabbos a little bit, because maybe you'll need to use it to buy Avdol, if he's allowed to, obviously. Meaning, Rashi says the mafkid is allowed to. The mafkid is a Tamechachim. So he said, I'm not going to put it on the ground, because maybe the mafkid, maybe the depositor will want the money to buy Avdol. So says the Gemara, today there's people, people that come and feel the ground and look, they know how to look in the ground to find where there's hollow places where there's money. You have to put it up in the top on the beam on the ceiling. But now there's people that know how to look at the ceiling, and between the beams, between the different rows of the wall. The Shmuel agrees, and Koisel is okay. Even though Shmuel said to put in the karka, he agrees that it does work in the Koisel. Says the Gemara. Today there's people that know how to knock on the wall and look for a hollow place. You have to put it in the wall, but only in the last tefach next to the ground. Or the tefach close to the ceiling. So says the Gemara, also to that, we learned the Masechet Psachim, Chometz underneath rubble, as if it's not there. In order for the Chometz to be mevur, you're not there, man. How do you get rid of Chometz? In order for Chometz to be mevur, it needs to be a way that a dog cannot reach it. Because if the dog can reach it, he will reach it, and then you have Chometz on Pesach. How much is that? 3 tvachim. So it needs to be buried 3 tvachim down. What about money? Do you need to have 3 tvachim or not? Also, mishum reicho being good tvachim. The chometz is the smell. The dog will fight with the smell. So you need 3 tvachim. You just have to cover it. Here's someone that first should point out that that's why this sugi is nagia. There was so many high. You put it in the karka. It needs to be covered from the high. It's protected. The kamas, how much is that? From tefach. 1 tefach. It's good enough in 1 tefach. Now, one important thing here, the Gemara now is going to go into different details, different maisim with cases and halacha that has to do with shomer. But before that, something very important that comes out of this sugi, there's Tosis over here. The shaila is, Tosis is asking basically a question. It says, when a person goes and guards, right? Shmuel says you have to bury it in the ground. It says Tosis, if you put it into the ground, you did what you were supposed to, and it got stolen, are you chayav or not? Are you chayav when it got stolen or not? So Tosis over here says that you're not chayav. You did what you're supposed to, you're not chayav. I was a grave avedo. That's if someone did not do what he's supposed to. And he goes on to say that even a shayel, chayav in oinsim, if he guarded the way he's supposed to guard and he was stolen, he could be potter. What can he do? You can't ask him to do more. That's the shita of Tosis here, Tosis bo Metzia. Tosis bo Bekamo, as another shita, he holds there's a difference between gneva and avedo. In aveda, lost, there you chayav for everything. Because why did you lose it? In aveda, then you could say, if you did what you're supposed to, you potter. But there's a difference. Actually the opposite, sorry. Aveda, if it was oinus, you potter. Gneva, you chayav even if it was oinus. And also depends which type of oinus. But the Ramban's shita b'bakama is that you're chayav always, 100%. That's what it means to be a shemer. You chayav, if we're putting aveda, and especially a shoyel, even if it's oinus gomer. Although a mazik is chayav for everything, even oinus gomer, this goes into the sugya, what is the level that a person is chayav? And this goes on to many of the Rishonim, different shitas. So just to point out, the question is, to what extent do I say, okay, I did what I was supposed to do? I put it into a safe in the ground, do what I was supposed to. Is that good enough? Toys here says, once you do what you're supposed to, you put her even by a shayim. Says the Gemara. And how person put money by his friend. When he put it into tzira d'orbane, it's like a small hut, a round hut that you put for the hunters. Igno, he got lost. That's a good place to guard it. It's guarded, nobody knows it's there. But that place, that hut, can easily burn down. Going back to Sugyas we learned, or we learned earlier, what does Chasab Shia means? He started Shia because if the fire would come, it would burn it. And Soy V'Oinus, then now it's being stolen. So he says, as we mentioned before, that the Soy V'Oinus, the Oinus is because of the Pshia. Because it's still easier to be stolen there than the house. Even though guarding the fire is called a Pshia, it's still good enough to guard it from thieves. And that's Machlikas. The more brings the Machlikas again, guarding this case, do you say Tchilos Pshia Seboinis Pater or Chayav? Beichasel, Tchilos Pshia Seboinis Chayav, we pass can you Chayav. Says the Gemara, who Gavro, Davkid Zuzga Bechavre, give money to his friend, Omele Habli Zuzoi, give my money. I'm sorry, I don't know where I put it. I'm not sure where it is. Also, Kamei Rav. What do you mean I don't know where it is? You're a shaman. You should know where it is. Zil Shalom. So you have to pay. No, not knowing where it is not a good excuse. He gave money to his friend. He gave it to his mother to guard it. She put it into a box. The special box. We got lost. How the Yonim should judge this case? Namely, the days shall tell the guy who's the shamer to pay. He will say, Call Mafka, that's Ishtar Bonavu Mafka. We learned earlier. You could always give it to your family members, and the mother is one of the family members. So you give it to me to guard, I give it to my mother. I'm okay. Namely, tell the mother to pay. He didn't tell me it's not his. Because I have a guard, you have to put it into the ground. Like Shmuel said. He never told me that he's a shame. My law, hi, so go back to the guy and say, why didn't you tell your mother that you're a shamer? I'll tell you why. If I'll tell him that belongs to Shmuel, she doesn't know Shmuel. But I'll tell her it's my money, she wants to pay her my money. He will do a shua that he gave it to his mother. In other words, he didn't lose it, didn't do anything. And then the mother will do a shua that she put it in a good place, she put it into the box. And got lost. She did what she was supposed to because she didn't know that it belongs to a shaman. And the putting to the box is something that is good enough. She didn't do any pshia about it, and therefore it's okay. Oh, so that's they do shuas and the guy doesn't get back his money. Is the mafkat. Another case. The Zabalu Torah Liyaspe. He bought a shor for the Yisrael. So he's the Patropos, he's taking care of the Yisrael. He bought for the max. Umasa the Bakra, he gave it to a Bakra. Bakra is a person who takes care of the shor. He didn't have teeth or gums. He couldn't eat the shor. Femis. So they gave it to eat. He didn't eat, he died. Animal doesn't die, doesn't eat, dies. How should they judge it? Namely, the Patropos Sholim tell the Patropos go pay. This is what you want from me. I gave it to the biker, to the cowboy. He should take care of it. Namely, the Bakra Sholim tell the Bakra go pay. I gave food to the shore. Shadoyle, I threw it in front of him. I didn't know he's not eating. I'm assuming that the shore giving to eat, he's going to eat. Says the Gemara, it's like, but this cowboy, the person taking care of the animals, he's a Shemesachar. Even the Shemesachar, you get paid for it, so you need to take care of it. That's called taking care of it. Shemesachar is more responsible. And part of that's what Gneva made you chayv for. So you have to take care of it. You have to make sure that the ox is eating. So the more Yikab say the Asmi, if you're Saimim or losing money, Achinat. You're right. Hokabaski, you know what the case over here is? The Leikopes, say the Asri. The Yisraelim did not lose any money. Why? They found the owner of the shore. They went to the owner of the shore and said, owner, you sold us a shore, has no teeth and gums. And we lost it. Give us back our money. He gave back the money. So who's the toyin? Who's asking for money? So the owner is coming back and says, I have no problem. They're saying bought poor orphans, they spent money, they didn't know, I'm paying them back. But who's responsible for the shore? I want my money back. I lost money because you guys don't know how to take care of the shore. Says the Gemara, he said, what do you mean? What tidying up? Did you tell us he has no teeth? You sold us a defective shore and you never told us. My modinale, sorry. You should tell me that I'm not able to feed it. So says the Gemara, my modinale made the other. That make a toast of. He knows it was a bad sale. Says the Gemara, B'safsero the Zovan Mahocha v'Zom. The answer is he didn't know. Right? He didn't know there's missing teeth. He's a wholesaler. He bought shore himself shore. He didn't know the status of the shore. He thought it was okay. He says, once it was no teeth in gums, let me know right away. I'll take care of it. So the owner is going to do a shvur that he never knew. And then the bakar, the one who's responsible, the one who was taking care of the cow, he pays me basar b'zor. So Rashi here, this is a big discussion here on the Rishon. Rashi explains what's basar b'zor is always 2/3 of the value. Now let's see the Rashi. There's a long Rashi here. Let's just see a few lines in the Rashi. Rashi says, "Taman, I'm taman. Minayin b'chamadin zeh. Malav safsir amaray." Why what is this seller, the wholesaler, doing with the shepherd? The shepherd is not his shomer. Lo shomer shelu. That's what he asks. So he brings, that's the sugi that we learned later. Soicher v'shoyel, right? You can go back and deal with it. And we said the person who rented to somebody, and the renter lent it to somebody. So the shoyel has to pay to the owner. So you see that a shomer of someone took from you is your shomer as well. That's Rashi brings. So that's where he goes. So now Rashi continues and says, we'll skip a few lines. I didn't know, it says the cowboy, I didn't know that he doesn't have able to eat. So you do a pshara bin him. So Rashi learns this is a pshara. What's a pshara? The owner says, I didn't know, I was a wholesaler, I didn't know the shore has a problem. And the cowboy says, the one who takes care of the cows, he says, I didn't know. So they said, but you have to be responsible. So he pays himself. Except pshar. Toy says not a pshar. Toy says that's ikar dim. Pshar means like basically a middle ground. Let's find some middle ground. Everybody's okay. Toy says this is a ikar dim this way. It's not a pshar. Right. So that Toy learns. I want you to see Losha Toy says. So he wants to say that because you know achayis. Okay, I don't see Losha Tois over here right now, but there is a chiyuv and he's considered to be a peshia. And he just says, the question is, to what extent do you have the owner has a taina against the shayim? All right, let's see. There's a very short choices. Maybe Basar B'Zoil says, let's finish Rashi. Hatil pshara b'neim. It's a pshara. For a time, the finish the din gameru. The mayamu dio I have a sasir sheikh to miyat. You tell him right away. I'll check it. Umorcha B'Zoil. So in other words, Mechuyz Rashi is a pshara, or that's the correct thing. Says the Gemara. There's a person who put kshus, a type of vegetable, by his friend. He also had a pile of kshus. The Sarah told him, go bring, I want you to take the kshus, which they use in order to put it into vinegar, the sheikha, and I want you to make beer, use that for the beer. Now, so this helper went, he saw 2 piles, he didn't know which pile, he took the wrong pile. What should the Yonim Paskin over there? Maybe the day Zil Sholim, go to him, pay. I'm really, me hire on me. I said, I never told him to take from pile number 1, go take from pile number 2. He didn't listen to me. Maybe the Saris Zil Sholim, tell the Saris, the helper to go do it, to pay. The guy didn't tell me. He told me, I have a pile, go take a pile A. I took a pile B. I didn't know that pile B is not his. So one second. Now, if pile A, pile B, if pile A is in the room, and pile B is 2 blocks away, and he came back, it took him 10 minutes to come back. So the fact it took him 10 minutes to come back, the owner should realize he didn't bring it from the right pile. He did not lose any time, and he brought it right in the right time. So if so, he says, well, I don't understand the whole discussion. What's the case over here? The owner has 2 piles. So instead of using his pile, he uses his friend's pile. Friend comes and says, pay me back. He says, I didn't know. You didn't know, it's fine. But you took, instead of using yours, you use mine. So you that's what's called a moin gaboch. You enjoy, you benefit from my money. So just give me for yours. We'll exchange it back. You took, instead of using mine, you use yours. Instead of using yours, you use mine. Says the Gemara, no, this beer got spoiled. It didn't benefit. The owner says, I took yours, it got ruined, I don't want to pay, it's not mine. It's not my shoes, I didn't gain from it anything. I'm not paying you for the shoes. It says the Gemara, Rav Yashi Omar, Bekisi. What is the Kisi? Rashi says, Kisi shaisak kishus gruel. So bad. The pile of the friend was a low quality kshus. The koitzi muvarim was full of thorns. Says the owner, you brought me the low quality one. That's my friend. I want mine. Better quality. I'm gonna give you right. Why should I do that thing? And it says the one that you own Dalif, Kisi. He will pay him to make kusha koitzi with yeah, he won't pay the full amount. Whatever he gained, he pays his friend whatever the friend really used or lost. Now, so says today, says, I don't understand. What's the chiddush? That's exactly what the owner wants. Comes the original owner. What is the original owner asking from the guy, from the shamer? I want my shoes back. He said, no problem. I pay back the shoes. If you're the worth of your shoes, I'm not paying you a better shoes, which is mine. Of course not. Well, what was the chiddush? So he says that we're talking about that the low quality shoes is better for animal food. So he says, yeah, use it for beer, and the beer is right. The beer is worth, you gain on the beer $20, but if I use it for animal food, it'll be $30. Because you put it into the beer, you ruined the usage that I could have used it for, right? So that's what it is. So that's the chiddush. You pay him whatever I'm not paying you more. That's what the owners tell you, because it wasn't my fault. I told the Saris to use the right one. That's what Tosfos says in his first answer. And the second answer Reb Chananel brings, we're talking about not that it's full of thorns and it's just low quality, but we're talking about something which just needs a little more processing. The friend had maybe called low quality or less processed kshus. Now, if you know about it, you'll take the kshus, you put it to the processor, and you'll have the same quality of beer. He just didn't process it correctly. Says the friend, give me back my shoes because I would be able to make a very high quality beer from it. So he says, no, I'm sorry. I didn't know. It wasn't my mistake, says the owner. I told the source to do it. He made the mistake. So I'll pay you whatever this beer is worth, even though it's a low quality beer, even though you could have got a better quality beer. That is the second answer of Tosfos. So you may what the first answer of the Gemara is that we're talking about this vinegar got spoiled. There's nothing to pay. The second answer is the vinegar we call it vinegar, the beer, this drink that we wanted to make, there's a drink, but the drink is a low quality drink, and that's the only thing the owner will pay the shomer and not anything else. What is the chiddush? So there's 2 mahalchim. Either the answer is he's not the original owner could have used it for something else, for feeding animals, and then it will be worth more. You don't pay him that. Or that the original owner could have processed it and created a great, very good, high quality beer, which he did not do. So the owner is losing. The owner is losing. He's not getting the full quality he could have get from the vinegar. We'll stop over here. Be'ez Hashem, continue from the Mishnah on Gimel Daf and the next daf. Kol Tov.